Thank you for staying with us. We started a conversation yesterday. It's about democracy. Many angles and components to that. Talk about party supremacy, talk about people's aspiration, right, and of course, constitutionally given right to seek for office, in as much they have the prerequisite qualification, and these and more are the matters with the main opposition party in the state of the living spring, Osun State, where out of their 9 aspirants, 7 of them, as they have been disenfranchised. That is what they are saying. But the party said they have been disqualified because they have not met, some criteria as regards party constitution. But some persons are saying is there no, that meets the eye than this issue of maybe some of them not being, proper financial members, or they have not been nominated by at least 5 members of the APC from their place that are, due payers and all of those things, just basically because there are some provisions of their progressive Congress constitution they have not met. So they have been disqualified. And of course, they say you have a right to appeal, to the proper body, but they have been screened out. Many of them have not stood down on the matter. And one of them is the man on the screen, Iyiola Omisore, former deputy governor, former national secretary of that party, who at a particular program spoke on behalf of the other disqualified aspirants. And you could see them in that video that we will play shortly, saying it's a joke. In fact, they call it is a jokest. A new college of a new word. They said you are in December, but this is not funny. And these are the issues. Among those that were disqualified is Mr. Oralusi, former deputy governor Benedict Alabi, a senior advocate of Nigeria, Kunle Adegoke Kerad, Dr. Akin Gumbiye, Prince Dotumba Bayemi, among others. And they are crying foul on these matter. And it seems that all is not well with the Osun APC. And some are saying ordinary, quote unquote, ordinary primaries for Guber. You people having election. How will the Osun people trust you to deliver the real dividends of democracy if they will give the APC a chance? Again, comes August 8, 2026. Now, we have been joined in the studio by chieftain of the APC, former commissioner for information in Osun State, Oluomo Sunday Akere. He's here with us in the studios. Oluomo, good morning.
Good morning, Femi.
Yeah.
Good morning. Well, good morning, my people at Western Spring Television. Good morning, the people of Osun State. Good morning, Nigeria.
Yeah.
It's nice to be here with you again.
Yeah. It's been a while.
Thank you.
It's good to see you. Now, it seems there is trouble, big trouble in Little China as far as APC is concerned. And it seems, in fact, let's call it what it is. People are saying this is the implosion we foresaw happening in your party right now.
Well, we would not want to support your position or your insinuation that there is, you said people.
Yeah.
You are a journalist, you are the ones that listen to whatever people say outside. But the issues are clear. APC is a progressive party. APC is a party that believes in leadership structure. APC is a party that believes in rules and regulations being followed. And APC, to the glory of God, today might be the opposition party here in Osun. We are the party at the center. And to the glory of God, we can say it boldly that we are the party to beat in the forthcoming election here in Osun.
Really?
And I want to assure you, there is no crisis in the party. Rules were made. People were given the opportunity of expressing their intention, which is the aspiration to contest. The party issued a guideline. The party gave out forms to those. Initially when the process started, about 13 or 14 people were aspiring on the ticket of the party. But eventually, by the time forms were being collected, forms being filled, forms returned, only 9 met that criteria. And the next stage after you submit your form is the screening stage. And when the screening is being done, definitely the screening committee they have their rules and they have their guidelines. They will look at the forms submitted by each of the aspirants, and they will see whether it conforms with the conditions set for the contest. And at the end of the screening exercise, the committee came up with the decision that 7 of the 9 aspirants did not meet the required conditions listed or stated. And the next stage is that if you are not satisfied with the decision of the screening committee, you go to the appeal committee. The appeal committee, to the best of my knowledge, too, they have sat over the weekend at the National Secretariat in Abuja. And I know that at least these 7 people that feels aggrieved have met the appeal committee to ventilate their opinion or their anger. And the appeal committee have moved to the next stage, which is the next stage in which we are now, is the selection or affirmation or election of the delegates. You know, the process is on the 13th when we have the primaries. The delegates that we are going to elect today are the ones that we affirm the result of the primaries that is coming up on Saturday 13th. So I don't see, when they say the conditions 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are what you are expected to meet, and you did not meet probably 1 or 2 of the conditions, and the people that said the conditions said, oh, for these reasons you are not qualified to go to the, that is not being disenfranchised. Because I want to use the chanter franchise. I don't know.
Disenfranchised.
Disenfranchised. So, and that is no crisis.
So what's the decision of the appeal?
The appeal stood by the decision which they made, disqualifying the 7 for not.
So all of those persons remain disqualified.
All of them stand.
And the aspirant remains Mullikat Abiola
and Asiwaju Muniridu Bola Ibanji.
Interesting.
All right, Mr. Akere, many people argue that screening exercises are used as political tools. Would you say that this screening that was done, would you say that it doesn't show? Do you think that it does not show, what's it called now, a targeted exclusion rather than, you know, a genuine exercise?
Well, thank you very much. To all intent, when you are coming up for a contest, and because you say, I want to use the word that you said, targeted, there is nothing targeted. When they give you conditions to meet, apart from what we are, because the committee is yet to make open the entire discipline, from what we are getting from the grapevine, the condition which they said the 7 did not meet is that when you collect your form, there is going to be one person signing per word. Then additionally, you are going to have 5 per word. I think all of them met the 1 per word, but they did not meet the 5 per word. And if you look at I watched a video in which one of my friends and one of the aspirants, SAN, Ule Rashid, said they all paid for the 5 per word. The 5 per word in 332 words will give us 1,860. If you multiply this by the 5,000 which is supposed to pay for the delegate, that's going to be 8.3 million. He said the uphill, I wasn't there. That is what I heard from this video. But it is not paying. You are supposed to collect forms for all those 5, get them filled, submit them with your form. I think and I feel that is what they did not do. I know for sure that Asiwaju Muniridu, because I don't know, I'm not on the camp of Honorable Mullikat Abiola, but at least I'm one of the people that is supporting Asiwaju Muniridu Bola Ibanji. And the 5 forms for the delegates for my local government, which is 50 for Buluwado local government, was handed over to me, which I gave to all those people that were nominated to be delegates to sign, submit.
So you coordinated for him?
For my own local government. For my local government.
How much did you give them?
Give them? I didn't give them any money.
You know, because it said KRAT said maybe payment.
They made the payment to National Secretariat.
Is that statutory?
I think it's statutory from the video, and they brought the forms. I said at 1,860 are expected from the 332 wards of Osun. For my own local government, in which we have 10 wards, that is 5 times 10, which is 50. The 50 forms for my local government were given to me as leader of the party from that local government and handed over to each of the leaders in each of the 10 wards, signs, submit within 24 hours so that it can meet the deadline.
All right. This particular part of the Constitution now that is being held, used to hold these people by the jugular. Has it been in effect right from time? Or it's just in this this particular screening exercise?
And you know, by the constitution of our party, we can decide to nominate or to select our candidates in 3 forms, either by consensus, either by direct primary or indirect primary. And if you even look at the history of our party in the past, majorly, even from 1998, we have been majorly using consensus, where the leaders, we call the aspirants and say, okay, aspirant Femi, you have to step down for aspirant Tope. Oluomo Akere, you have to step down for, and we all agree. But you know that every day, things keep advancing, changes keep coming in. If the leadership will say, okay, you are going to say, I've had points in the past when I want to contest and say, okay, go and stay. You won't say because of that the whole world must collapse. The condition is there, and I know that by the time the funds were being issued out, all of them should have been given the guidelines to meet.
Was it used in 2022?
That is why I'm telling you that things are changing.
Now, there should be a point of consistency. Because the reason I'm asking this question is, it's Oluomo. Some are saying there is a way you put up something, just like elders we say, like yourself, call a dog a bad name, just because you want to hang it. You have to activate something because you want to screen out those people.
It is not a matter of activating. Things changes. It is not only here in Osun that this is being adopted. When we had the primary in Ondo, the same was used. When we had the primary executives, it was used. That is to tell you that there are modalities. In 2022 that you are talking about, the primaries, yes, was held, but there was even no primary in 2022. That we will say 2018 when we had primaries.
Yeah.
There were primaries in 2018. But the process of the result of the direct primaries being affirmed by a delegate election was not there. And there are amendments. In 2022, it was solely the sitting governor there that we gave the concession to go for the election. And if you know that this modality has been adopted in some other states, if it is going for election before us, they did it there. Although did their own election, it was adopted. So we should have...
Don't you find it quite unbelievable? I asked a guest that we had, he sat down where you were yesterday and said, now for history and antecedent and people's... whatever they have done in their life, a certain aspirant like Iyiola Omisore, he has been a deputy governor. You will think you understand this thing. Even the simplest of the process of nomination, he has been the man in charge of your secretarial duties at the national level before. So you think an Iyiola Omisore, a Benedict Alabi, with their place in politics, doesn't understand the simple process of nomination, and APC Osun had to go through that route to screen them out?
Femi,
a national secretary? Can you believe that, Oluomo, in good conscience?
Why will you tell me whether I believe it or not? I tell you that rules are being modified on a daily basis.
And when it was modified,
the most recent, which you can refer to, a nomination process was done in Ekiti. Who at least definitely they've not had the election, but they have only had the candidates.
That's a different thing. That was an incumbent there.
People contested against him, and they did not. They even went up to the screening level with him. And after the screening too, some people were disqualified at the screening in Ekiti too, and maybe 1 or 2 allowed to go into the contest with the governor before probably the day of the contest, and they said they are withdrawing for the governor. So that is a process that is most recent. And we cannot be saying that because it was not done in 2022 or 2018, we cannot...
No, my question is, and you think Iyiola Omisore doesn't understand?
It is not for me to answer that question. It is for Otumba who has been a former deputy governor, a former national secretary of the party, to answer the question. And two, I am not the one that sets the guidelines, and I'm not a member of the screening committee.
But you are now Osun APC chieftain.
I'm an Osun APC chieftain, and I can tell you and say boldly to the extent of what I know. The committee are in the position to say, oh, the forms of it is for them to come out and said, tell everybody that they did what those people said they are disqualifying them for.
All right. Do you, at this point now, very close to the primaries, do you fear the risk of defection and how this dynamic might affect the party?
Defection. Defection to where? I know all the people that express intention to contest our party. They are eminent statesmen, eminent party leaders, eminent and loyal, dedicated, patriotic party members. Defection is out of it.
All right. So what are all the other reasons?
We come in. You know, the Yorubas will tell you that when two siblings of a parent exit the door of a room and they are smiling, they have not told them each other the truth. Yes, we are bound to disagree, but definitely it's going to be resolved.
Before that,
what about internal crisis now?
We will resolve
fractions.
it. Let me tell you, we have had experience. Me, I don't believe there is going to be internal crisis of faction. Yes, we are. Before even this contest started, we all eat from the same plate. So if eventually somebody is now choosing to be the flag bearer, all of us, we will express our anger, we will express our feelings, and we'll come back to work for the party.
So for you, it's not an issue?
It might be an issue now, but I know that before the D-Day, definitely will solve it. Your Congress
is today.
The issue, the process of this the disagreement or anger or argument is between now and next week. By the time the Congress and the primaries are concluded, the leadership will call everybody together and will solve it. The
reason why I'm talking about your Congress is, you know, one of those in the camp of Oluomo Omisore is former rep member, Honorable Famurewa, who on behalf of the Osun Rescue Mission released a statement and said they won't be part of the Congress. That will happen today, but they will be waiting for what will happen on Saturday.
Definitely, everybody may not be part of the Congress today because we are going to each of our individual wards to adopt delegates. And on Saturday too, we will all come out at our individual wards. So adopt. I know there's not going to be an issue. We will resolve it.
If it appears like Osun APC is calling the bluff of these people in a kind of way, and Tope, as you have said, the guest we asked yesterday say it's a family affair. We should forget it. You are saying
I've said the same
that
thing.
It's the same thing now. But the man, you know, that's Senator Iyiola Omisore, one of those aspirants, in a statement said the panel report is the jokiest report of the year. It is quite unfortunate that people have taken partisanship beyond politics. And he said, as we speak today, none of us, that was a few days ago, has seen the report or knows why we are disqualified. But you can know from our pedigree that the disqualification wasn't right. Wasn't the right word to use for us because we are germane in this thing. We are veterans. The party is pointing at failure. And the chairman of the panel told us that Minister Guber Itola called him and said they must disqualify all of us because he wants his lackey. That's a strong word. His poster boy, Oyebamiji, yes, he told us that he was under pressure. Unfortunately, we're in it together. That's what he said. And he said that publicly, and those other aspirants were behind him. And that is why some are saying this is the Oluomo camp, which you belong, bossing everybody.
You know, I know Otumba Iyiola Omisore is a dedicated and loyal party leader.
You have said that before.
And I know that all these comments you are attributing to him were made under the emotions or anger of the moment. And I know that appropriately, before we even start the process, definitely they will call themselves together and they will.
He publicly pointed out Minister Iyiola to be in charge of all of it because he wants, according to him, he's lucky to emerge, and he has emerged.
Everybody that aspires in politics, we have probably, as I am, I would say, I have somebody that I defer to as my leader. And I know that Otumba too may I want to believe him. He too will have somebody. And I don't want to believe. This Excellency Laji Boyega, that they are talking about returned to the country yesterday. It's been away for over 3 weeks.
No, of course, that does not mean anything.
It's not around.
Does that matter?
It does that matter. You have to be in a place physically to be involved.
That is to tell you that it's not even around in the country for anybody to not say. It was while he was away that all of them submitted their form. It was while he was away that all of them was screened.
Oluomo, you and I know it doesn't need to be. Now, another question that so many persons are asking is this. It appears to some people, Oluomo, seriously speaking now, that why is APC not putting his best foot forward?
Which one is the best food?
Well, you might have to tell us.
No, it's you that it is you that I'm going to ask.
Mine is to ask questions.
If 9, 10, 12, 13 aspirants are coming forward, I want to believe, and we keep saying it, that all of them are eminently qualified. All of them are better than what we are having in Osun today. And we can boast that all of them are better than whatever the opposition can put forward. And if the screening committee is now telling you that, okay, after going through that document, they are showing us, they have confirmed to us that the person that skilled the Odu and likely going to emerge is the best food.
In what way would you say that they are better than what we are having in Osun right now? Prove it. You alleged, prove.
That should prove.
Yes.
When the president of the Republic was coming to Ibadan for the coronation of the Olubadan, what question did they ask our governor? Ijonko.
Is that a bad thing?
And the governor says Ijonlo.
These are two people exchanging pleasantries.
Is that what we should know Osun for? Sincerely, I was
knowing Osun for?
So what we should know Osun for?
Or the personality of the governor?
For the records, about 3 or 4 weeks ago, I was in a program in Lagos, and some people came in from Canada to that program to deliver some papers. After delivering their papers and the introductions were done, one of them walked over to me on the high table and said, I came to introduce myself to you. I'm Dr. So. I based in Canada. And I'm from Osun State, alternately, precisely. What are you going to do to help us ensure that we put our best feet forward in Osun instead of knowing us for dancing?
For a person that is not resident in Nigeria.
But an indigenous of the state.
Maybe, but not resident.
I'm very current. Are you going to tell us that Osun is having the best? Today, that's what I'm telling you. That's what I'm telling you.
How are they better than what we have today?
They are better because look at Osun now. In the past 3 years of the administration of the PDP here in Osun, have you been having the best?
All right, in the past,
aside probably painting bridges or whatever.
All right, so
is that the only thing? When subsidy was removed on oil, each of the states were given sufficient fund to alleviate the suffering of people on transportation. If you go to, for example, Ogun State today, you will see CNG buses powered by the government after subsidy removal. If you go to Ibadan today, you will see the magic the governor of Oyo is doing in the area of transportation. Not to talk of going to Lagos. What did we see in Osun? The China buses that my former boss, Oluomo bought then in 2011, is what they are painting and putting in my bus.
Painting. You didn't talk about the renovation. You didn't talk about the repairs, the maintenance. That's what the government
2012 to Kumbo buses. Are you happy with what they are doing? That's the way I should ask you. They are not doing the best for us.
But did you do the best when you were there before him? Did you do the best?
We did our best.
You did your best.
Our best. And I will tell you, when we do our best, it is to satisfy the yearnings of and aspirations of the people. When Alhaji Boyega was there, for example, we knew the economy he inherited when it was coming up in 2018. And for the 4 years that he was there, you can see that it's on record that at least for about 2 years, the entire nation was almost at standstill. We went through the COVID period. COVID-19 period. When we were emerging from the COVID-19 period, we went to the SARS. So definitely for the years he was able to rule very well, maybe for 2 years. And for all those periods, not minding that even in some months, the allocation you might be getting from the federal government might not be up to 500 million. He never hold salaries for a month. And he ensured that payments of salaries were done on the 25th of every month.
Okay.
And
as he should do. How is that an achievement of an administration?
And that did not stop several things. Majority of what this government...
As this government is this government owing?
You should ask them.
Have you heard that?
You should ask them that they should hold.
All right, so we do not.
The amount of money that they are earning.
So we do not.
And all this thing that they are shouting about that they are doing now. Oh, it was a project of the Iyiola administration.
Yeah.
We did.
They didn't argue that it was not. It came out in the speech, but they said they have upgraded.
They upgraded to which level? Have they changed anything in it? Yes, except that they are changing it.
I mean, they're doing for pensioners.
No.
All right.
That's it.
All right.
But I was talking before my colleague comes in. I was talking about your aspirants. How are they better? How are they going?
You should take them one by one, analyze that.
Okay, let's talk about the person that you people have, the person you are endorsing, Oyebamiji. Tell him to us.
Asiwaju Oyebamiji, an eminently qualified fellow of the Chartered Institute of Bankers.
Okay.
A banker with over 25 years experience before coming to Osun State government.
Achievements.
A man that took over OSICOL, Osun State Investment Corporation, and propelled it to the level it is today. A man that served as Commissioner for Finance under 2 administrations in Osun State and never had a single blemish against this thing. Go to several other states. When people leave the position of Commissioner of Finance, you start hearing stories.
Iyiola himself was described as an encyclopedia of finance. Many people would say that they didn't see that. They didn't see that, in the States when he was here. Not just talking about paying of salaries, talking about changing the economy of the state, talking about commerce in the state. Many people would say that.
Iyiola during his period did his best to ensure that we change the economy of the state.
Anyway, there are some that will say you are of the APC. So definitely we might not get to hear you say anything good about the administration, which is totally fine. But the main focus this morning is this. Now that you are set, definitely Oyebamiji is your. And some have said it's just whatever is happening Saturday. Some have said it's just formality. Because that means you have your candidate and whoever will deputize for him, in that particular race. But Tumba is saying, that's Iyiola Omisore, you are heading for failure. And people know his pedigree in this state. That is a man that doesn't fav around.
Sincerely, I don't want to.
And you remember
wait. 2022.
Yeah, where
did
there was issue in your party.
Did we win the governorship election in Otumba's ward in 2022? As the national secretary, did APC win in Otumba's ward?
Did you?
I don't want to go into all those details, please. For people like us. I read the comment of a friend on one of the Facebook platform when somebody said, Oluomo Sunday Akere is not talking. So the man said he is an elder in the party and that when issues arises, they are going to bring it to their table. That's why I don't want to go into all those details.
But in 2018, the APC ran to him. No, these are the issues.
Femi, don't let us go into it. We all know the logic. We all know the logic.
Or perhaps
we all know the logic
Yes.
and the sentiments and the people that were behind running to him in 2018.
I don't.
Well, you may not know.
But the Osun people this afternoon.
The APC knew very well. I don't want to talk about any of the individuals.
All right, so perhaps because he did not win in his ward in 2022, that's why he was disqualified.
Is that part of the criteria for screening?
We do not know.
It is you that is now telling us that we're heading for trouble. That's why I brought that one out.
I'm not the one who said that. He said it himself. That you are heading for failure.
We are not. There's no good. APC is winning Osun by 8/8/2026.
All right, you're saying
you are so
by
sure.
the grace of God, I'm telling you.
From an incumbent. No, this is not about
as the incumbent found himself. Don't let us dwell into the PDP crisis. As the incumbent found himself for any ballot yet, Is it going to appear?
He said he's going to announce before Saturday.
Is it going to appear on Wike PDP ballots or Makinde PDP?
So he has
ballots?
left that party already.
Okay, he left.
Yeah, you know, you are aware.
He left.
Not the one informing you.
He said he left the party 4th of November when they made him the chairman of the nomination for the convention on November 26th or whatever. Leave that one till when we get to the bridge.
Of course, when you get to the...
At least we don't know where it's going already. And the one issue is clear.
Okay, what's that?
In Osun here, people know majorly two parties. Is it that APC or PDP? And if I want to use the language of one of my friends, he said a third party is Idamu. Idamu Yoruba is third party.
That's
Don't worry. Then when we get to the period of campaigning, at least for me as an individual now, I'm going to be hard to propagate the achievement of the because I'm the Osun State Coordinator for Renewed Hope Ambassadors in Nigeria. So I'm going to be more frequent on your stations and your channels to come and.
That's a huge task you have on your neck. Because I'm quickly before we head to the breaks, because you have said, okay, you speak right as an ambassador for the Renewed Hope agenda. Don't you think you have a very difficult task in looking at people in the face and telling them that Tinubu has done well for them?
And that is why we are out now to start looking at people not only in their face, putting before them what Tinubu has done.
I'll give you the next 2 minutes.
I'll
give you the next 2 minutes to tell the people how Tinubu administration has bettered their life. 2 minutes. Don't pay.
Very.
Go ahead.
If you ask me to pay, we'll pay, but we are not paying. I'm telling you that Tinubu administration has bettered the life of Nigerians. We knew the level of inflation he inherited. When subsidy was removed, we knew what each state was earning. For example, I will give you an example. Osun State today, at least in the past years, when we are presenting our budgets, it's always between 120, 130, 150 million. Osun is presenting a budget of almost 800 billion now. That is to tell you that the administration of Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu has ensured that there is more money. Before, the 3 tiers of government, the federal, the state, and the local government, will sit down and say that they are sharing about 500 billion per month. Today, they are sharing trillions. And I said that, let's look at the NEL fund, where funds are being given to students to augment whatever they needed to do in their education. The government is doing its best, but the people that are supposed to be there to tell the populace what the government is doing, they are the ones that are not doing.
If you have to explain to me that my life is better, then possibly my life is not better. I should be the one to know.
How did you want to say your life is not better?
That's what I'm saying.
When your face is fresh like this.
The question is this. Hold on. Oluomo Sunday Akere.
Is it what you are taking? No.
If you are supposed
to came on board that you are taking today, Femi, you are telling me your life is
before or now, I'm not taking a penny from Asiwaju or anything.
When it took over, we were at a period in Nigeria, we were buying a bag of rice at 120,000.
Under him.
Today,
still under him.
Today, the inflation has reduced.
When Tinubu came into place, rice was less than 40,000.
No, rice was not less than 40,000.
In 2023,
rice was not less than 40,000.
40,000.
It was not. Under Buhari, rice was hovering between 60,000 70,000.
So this 120,000
and today rice is 51,000.
Where?
No.
I bought 2 last 2 weeks.
Probably you got favors.
With your status.
Oluomo Sunday Akere, you are speaking to Nigerians. You are speaking to Nigerians. But let's go on a break.
You said probably I got favor.
Yeah.
The person telling me it, you're not telling me that's okay.
You may have gotten it from your party member.
No, it's not.
Let's take a quick break. When it's time to talk about the renewed hope and this achievement, we'll get to that. It's just because we had you here. That's wherever you are.
And I have to announce that I'm the coordinator for Renewed Hope, so that you.
All right. As we take this break, when we return, we'll be taking a report about the APC crisis.